and he'll be brought down at the 24. So LSU's out.
One of the things I remember most about that game, David, was just how LSU got after Jackson Dart. Their defense and the pass rush was enormous in that game. They had 6 sacks. That's it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great...
Brown is ready. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Makes the grab, it's Durham. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume.
Hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will take the field for the first time. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Caught over the middle. It's Stribling. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says, like, cheating. Yeah, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both.
He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. So you didn't pick up the first down on the short game, but will the analytics sway them to go for it here on fourth down?
Well, I think the analytics say go for it, Reese, every single time, every situation now. It's only 1 yard to go, short yard situation, man. I'm going to trust I can get that yard.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Durham. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Try to get it to the edge. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense.
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Diggs. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The play-action fake. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his tight end. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Hold on.
And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. And he'll be brought down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Green. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Durham. There he goes. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Rides to back and leaves it. Quick step and go. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown LSU! Fired in from the red zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is good. The lead is 19.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Power football with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because
there he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Rebels line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to run it. It's Jackson. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Got it in the middle. It's Sharp. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Brown.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Caught near the sticks. It's Sharp. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pulls it in, it's Durham. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we could be shaping up for one memorable finish in this Magnolia Bowl.
Looking for blockers. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Looking for a man, it's Simmons. Grabbed in the middle, it's Taylor. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Green. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
LSU will get a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Finds his big tight end. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Barrels ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know.
Touchdown LSU! And the pummeling has started. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. On the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Tosses to the quarterback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. He's not going to make it to the sticks. And what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He leaves it with his back. He's loose. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give is to Taylor. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Line is set on third down. They go to the ground. Running to Green. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Gives it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's got it on the move. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gives it on the option. He breaks a tackle. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in
scanning the field. It's Nussmeier. Snagged out of the air. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now facing a third and long. He might want another play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Sharp. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W. And a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Oh, they're after him! And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the returner will be brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Handoff from the gun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers take care